I wanted to share in our work experience to bring this webinar together how my own ableism showed up in our experience. So, Lauren, you may remember we scheduled a call for us to chat about this webinar. It was our first preparation call.
Mm.
And everyone, what ended up happening, I'm going to fill everyone in. I was tight for time. I was really stressed when I came on to the call with Lauren. I was sandwiched between calls. And when I'm stressed and activated, I speak quickly and I'm direct and I motor through uh, what I want to talk about. And we agreed that we would have a second follow-up call to keep talking. And Lauren very kindly, graciously in her email to me in response to scheduling the second uh, session noted something to the effect of how you made a joke about how lawyers talk really quickly, and I'm like a typical lawyer talking really quickly, and you were so lovely about how you put it, but for me it instantly was like, wow, I didn't stop, I didn't pause to consider how my own stress activation was impacting how I was speaking with you, and it was having an adverse effect on your experience. And and when you provided the feedback to me, it was really eye-opening. And by the way, everyone, I teach inclusion for a living, and so it's a really good example of how my ableism showed up in our experiences working together. I have other examples too, but I wanted to name that because, like, even as I share this, I can feel the charge go through me because
Yeah.
I want to be a good person and I want to behave in inclusive ways. And I'm on a journey too. And so I'm so grateful that you were so kind in how you gave me the feedback. And I want you to know it was a really good learning experience for me. And in preparation for today, everyone, I actually wrote in my calendar, speak slowly, because I'm a really fast talker. And so I'm doing my best. How am I doing?
Yeah, no, you're doing great. And even before that first call that we had, we need to distinguish it was a video call that I required, not a phone call, because the phone is not as accessible for me. But for many people, it's the go-to when they're stressed and they're busy and in between calls, and oh, we'll just pick up the phone and do this much quicker. And I always place a tremendous amount of value on calling people in. You don't always have to call people out because that it gets in the way of learning. But you call people in, you like any parent with a child, you don't say no, don't do that. You say no, don't do that because, and then the learning gets retained more. And so it's so important. And you're modeling how this kind of work is never a one and done. We have to constantly be learning. Even the most seasoned IDEA professionals, such as yourself and myself, I'm constantly learning every week and learning from you and from others who have experiences different from what I live with. And so you are going to mess up. You
Yeah.
are going to make mistakes. What do? You stop, take a beat, you apologize, you listen, and then you commit to doing better.